What's happening? Oh, okay. Are we live?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, everybody. We are live. Welcome to Volume 9 of Quarantine Comedy, a production of Button Down Comedy. And you can find Button Down Comedy on Instagram and on Facebook. And I highly encourage you to go and like them, join them, follow them, so you can find out about more events like this. I'll let you know about how you can donate to the show in just a few minutes. We have 3 other comics after me to delight and make you laugh today. Great way to start your weekend. So let's get into it. Welcome, and let's have a good time. Make sure you laugh out loud so that we can hear you. Like I said, my name is Roxy. I'm here in Tucson, Arizona. It is really freaking hot. The rumors are true. The verdict is in. It's fucking hot. I'm not from here. I'm from a beach town. So it's been a huge adjustment for me. Like, there's things I have to do to adjust for the heat. Like, I put my makeup on about 2 inches higher than it belongs every day. And I just let it melt into place, every day. And then sometimes, like by the end of the day, I just have eyeliner around my belly button. And that's really fun because then I can just crunch like this and it looks like I'm blinking at you. So that's really good fun. People here wear their shorts like really stinking short too, right? And so sometimes, I'll walk by like a sidewalk cafe and people will be trying to get up from their chairs and all you can hear is like, and sometimes you don't hear that pop at the end, and that's where I show up. I'm a good civic-minded person and I just walk around with a spatula and I help them get up out of their seats. I'm like, go pay your bill, child. Get out of here. It's so hot. There's people up in the Pacific Northwest, for example, and they don't get enough sun. They have an actual disease. They're sad. They have seasonal affective disorder. They're sad. I'm like, move to Tucson. You'll commit suicide for an entirely different set of reasons. Plenty of sunshine, though. The other day, I thought it was starting to rain here, and I got so excited, and I ran outside, and I lift my head up to the sky, and I stuck my tongue out because I was so excited there was going to be a raindrop was going to come and land on my tongue, and I was waiting in anticipation, and it got right here, and it just evaporated. Yeah. And I'm like, why doesn't this happen when I'm with my boyfriend? I don't know. Yeah, that kind of reminds me of watching porn. I don't know. A lot of people have been watching a lot of porn during this lockdown. I don't particularly like porn, but sometimes it's fun to watch to just like learn new things to do with other people. But I don't currently have a boyfriend, so sometimes I just have to like come on my own face just to see what they're doing. A lot of people like to drink White Claw. I'm personally against it. Sorry if you're a fan of it, but I personally think White Claw is for pussies. No offense to pussies, but it's like whatever a gateway drug is, I think White Claw is the opposite. Like, I think you could use White Claw to wean yourself off alcohol. It's kind of like, it's like the Nicorette of alcohol. It's so mild. I'm pretty sure that if you were in AA and you drank a White Claw, I don't even know if that's a slip, okay? Are you all getting fed up of staying indoors with this pandemic? It's finally starting to wear on me. Like, I had a good attitude until just about yesterday. I finally lost my shit because I was somewhere and there was this group of guys. Nobody was wearing a mask. And I got really angry. And but I think I figured it out. I think what we need to do for the guys that are mask resistant is just sort of rebrand them. I thought, like, if we could just get like Magnum masks, I'm sure there would be several men that would just be like, well, I don't like wearing masks, it's too tight, but if we had all that extra fabric, then I could definitely wear it. you know? And then naturally, like the next step would be lambskin, right? Lambskin masks, right? Like, oh, I used to never wear masks because I couldn't feel anything, but now I could feel it, you know? So I think that's what we got to do. I was starting to feel a little ill the other day, and I was scared that it might be the corona. So I went and got myself a whole bunch of medicine. I just went straight to McDonald's and ordered a 50-piece chicken McNugget because that's where all the antibiotics are, right? I don't know about modern farming. Pretty sure that's how it works. Yeah, well, I'm actually wearing pants. You know, which is great for Zoom, but like, there's no way they're getting buttoned up all the way. I mean, it's just, I have definitely, like a lot of people have been gaining the weight. I did have to go, like I went to Goodwill the other day because I needed to get a pair of looser jeans that I could button, you know, to like the second or third from the top button instead of having like no buttons. And I found a real nice pair of jeans, and I really liked them because, well, they don't give me camel toe, you know? And so I was like, I'm buying these jeans, no camel toe. And I hope you all know what that is, but I think it's such a disgusting term, right? I am positive a man came up with that term. I mean, first of all, it's so derogatory, right? Like, I think there's probably a group of mean girl camels somewhere, like maybe Egypt or wherever camels hang out, and they're probably just standing around going, look at her, she has vagina foot. Maybe I don't camel toe. It had to be made by a man, and all that means is that somewhere along the line there was a man that looked at a camel's foot and thought, yeah, I'd fuck that. Camel spit, there's plenty of lube. So I am a single mom. My friends are like, Roxy, you're a cougar. I'm like, I don't know about all that. Like, that's a very scary term to me. I feel like I have to just go like galloping up behind some nice young person and like, you know, grab them by the neck and like, drag them back to my house. It really scares me. And I've watched a lot of National Geographic, so I know for a fact that you have to eat all the intestines first. That's where all the nutrients are, you know? But I wouldn't do that. Like, I love baby animals. I don't want to fuck them. You know, I need them for shoes. I love baby animals. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that to cute baby animals. Okay. I use actual babies. It is. It's a win-win-win. It's like, I get my sweet clothes, crack mom gets her crack money, and Child Protective Services gets to just cross one off their list. Everyone goes home a winner. Okay, that's sad. Is that sad? All right, let's go back to dating. All right, my friends are like, yeah, you're a cougar. Oh, you're a MILF. That's the other one. You're a MILF, Roxy. I'm like, I don't know if I'm a mom you want to finger or whatever. You know, I think I'm more of just an MTWTF, just like a mom that wants to fuck, doesn't maybe necessarily have all the time in the world, you know. I don't know. I was writing that set list out to come here today, and on paper, that joke just looks like MILF, and then there's an arrow, and it says MTWTF. And I was walking out the door, and my child said, well, what does that mean? And I was just like, it's one of my jokes. And she's like, yeah, but what does it mean? I'm like, it just means like, man, I like friends. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. She's like, that's not funny. I'm like, who asked you? Nobody asked you. Oh, goodness. All right. I'll get out of here in just a second, you guys. Let's see. What else about dating? Oh, I'm at this great age where I can date people older than me, people younger than me. I can date people half my age now. I mean, like, anybody can, but I can do it and not be a child molester. I'm looking at you in the lower right-hand corner. I don't know. Older guys are fun too. You know, older guys are great too. Like, Viagra makes everything equal, and older guys are fun because, you know, they fall asleep after sex and you can just steal their stuff. I'm like, I only did that one time though. Like, I'm sorry, Dad. I'm just kidding. That's totally a joke. My dad is not even hot anymore. Okay. He's totally dead. He really is. But he would have He would approve of that. I don't know. Younger guys. There's got to be a cutoff, right? Like a guy's too young when they can't understand why I have decorative pillows. Like I went to this guy's house and I asked him for a pillow and he handed me 3 T-shirts rolled up with some socks inside of it. You know, I was like, oh yeah, you might be too young. I was like, can I have a blanket? He just like tossed me a pair of jeans that had a bunch of holes in them. I'm like, yeah, this ain't going to work out, kid. All right, you guys, we're going to get on with the show. Thank you so much for tuning in. I need to let you know if you want to donate to this show, it's always appreciated. Of course, you're welcome to be here, but if you're so moved or if you've laughed or you've enjoyed it or the comedy has value to you, you can donate to this show through PayPal. You can do it's paypal.me/BD comedy, which is short button down comedy. And on Cash App, it's just button down comedy. So help us out if you can. And if not, please stay here and help us out by laughing. Lots and lots and lots of laughs. I'm going to bring up your first comic for the night. Yay, I've been Roxy. Thanks. Okay. I'm going to bring up your first comedian for the night. He's coming to us from Asheville, North Carolina tonight. Today was his last day of work for the summer. Please help me welcome Jack Pearson. Yay.
Hello. Thank you so much, Roxy. It's nice to be here on the Zoom. This is amazing. This, I believe, is my 3rd Zoom show, and I hate that that's normal. I hate that this is like 3 times as a habit. So this is a regular routine thing for me. That's insane. But thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much to all the comics on the show. Roxy's right. I just finished my last day of summer camp today. I won't say who I work for, but let's just say it's a certain young men's Christian association that the Village people sing about. Is that vague enough? Is that good enough? All right. I work for them, and here's my name tag that I took today. I don't know if it's mirrored or not, but it says Jack Pearson, and my nickname, because they know I do this, my boss gave me the nickname of the Joker. That was my camp nickname, which leads me to believe that she hasn't seen the movie. Unless that's what she wants me to do, in which case I think I don't think I will. I have a collection of stuff. This is a wrapper from a treat from the treat box that I left in my pocket and I ate right before the show. And this is the card they made me today. I want you to look, Mr. Jack, we will miss you, and a little guitar. Everyone say aw real quick. Can I hear on the Zoom? Thank you very much. And they all signed it like a little yearbook. So I have that, and that's so sweet. I showed you my name tag. I have a glue stick I took. And then I have a lighter that I took from a kid. This is where it stops being wholesome, because I want you to, I think we can see it. Let me do it. Yeah. Oh, come on. Yeah. A child. Do you want to do it again? Yeah. A 13-year-old child gave me that. I had to write a write-up slip, and now I'm on Zoom with you fucking people. So that's how we make $13 an hour. Am I right? It's so nice to see you. Yeah, 3rd show on the Zoom. The only other thing that I use Zoom for is therapy, and I'm in talk therapy, which is great, and it's really helpful. And I do that because I did not want to take antidepressants that much. You know, I know they work for some people, but I just was hesitant. And I think I was hesitant because of the one that I was prescribed. My doctor prescribed me an antidepressant called Vraylar. That was the name of it, Amanda Laporte. It was called Vraylar, which I didn't. You can call people out by name on Zoom. I didn't like. I was scared of becoming Vraylar. You know, Vraylar sounds like the name of like the saddest Avenger. You know what I mean? Like the Avenger that doesn't pull his weight around anymore so much. Iron Man, where's Vraylar? He's drinking in the shower again. Yeah, that's his end game. That's a reference to a 6-year-old movie, Mandy Laporte, and thank you for laughing so loudly at it. Doc James is here. Doc James, where are you at? Unmute yourself right now. There's a guy named Doc James who's seen me on Zoom 3 times now. 3-peat. Doc James?
What's up, man?
How are you, sir?
Excellent.
It's good to hear from you.
Excellent. Yeah, great to be here.
I had a joke at one of the last Zoom shows George, if you remember that the punchline was hot feet, and me and Doc James talked about it. And I won't tell that joke now because the punchline was hot feet. So I can't say I'm proud of it. That's a bit of quarantine writing. I've got a couple jokes that I was able to do at some outdoor shows this month. So I'm gonna try those out here after a sip of beer. By the way, check out the perspective change there when I put the can. Do you want to see a visual gag? Hold on, Doc James, shake his head. Whoa! Oh, it's like I'm falling in the can. You can't do that in a comedy club. Come on. Almost makes the pandemic okay. Anywho, I've got some shit I'll talk about, and then I'll get the hell out. Thank you, Doc James. Thank you, Doc James. Oh, my biggest fan. I love you. Love you, Doc James. Okay, let me do some polished jokes. Before all this happened, I worked at a school. I worked out of a school, and it brought back all these memories of being a kid in school. Like, you remember being signed out of school when you weren't expecting to be? It was a very tantalizing situation. It either meant something really good or something really bad. Like either you're going to Disneyland or grandma died. Or maybe both. Maybe both, Mandy Laporte. Maybe grandma's requested that her ashes be spread across Space Mountain. Like her grandma before her. You know what I mean? I did not get signed out of school much. Really, the opposite happened a lot. This sounds sad, but brace yourselves. I was left at school a lot, like long after all the other kids had gone home waiting for my parents. Does anyone else have abandonment issues that they want to brag about? Anyone? Floor is open. Unmute yourselves. Yeah, and I got left at school a lot long after the kids had gone home. And when you're left at school long after all the other kids had gone home, the teachers have no idea what to do with you. Like they act like it's the first time every time. They're just like, hey, this 9-year-old has been here for 3 hours. I don't know. I guess we should hire him. Let's employ this child. You know, because it's true what they say. It's true what they say, folks on the Zoom. Every vice principal is just a kid that got left there. That's why they're all sad types. You know, that's why every vice principal you see is like the human equivalent of a Toyota Corolla. You know, just personifications of Toyota Camrys, watered down Alex Jones types. Someone said, hey. Oh, you don't want to say hey no more? Okay. Oh, we
get back to it.
It's like a stray. We scared him off. Now he's talking. Well, I got one more joke. I think he wants me out of here. I got one more, and then I'll get out of here, and we'll get on with this wonderful show. Make some noise for all the comedians that are on the show, because they're really incredible. I'm really excited. I'm really excited to hear them, and so excited to have you, sweet Zoom audience. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But I want one of you to do me a favor, if you could. When I die, which didn't happen tonight. When I die, in my memory, I want at least one of you to get one of those redneck car decals made. You know, the in memoriam car stickers you see on people's windshields? And they've got like the Tasmanian devil and he's praying at the cross. And they say like, rest in peace, Meemaw, you know, and they say, keep fishing in heaven with your Yeti cooler, which is a cooler for people who are very, very bad with money. I want one, and I want mine to say, rest in peace, Jack Pearson, 1996 to 2020. We'll think of you every time we're backing out of Walmart or until this windshield is smashed in by meth heads. I want all of that. And then I want like Tweety Bird and Betty Boop on either side of it. You know what I mean? Doing like one of these little like maybe we killed him, that kind of thing. And then I want Calvin peeing on the whole entire thing. Do this in remembrance of me. Thank you so much, especially to Doc James. Let's get this show going. Bring it back to Roxy. Give it up for Roxy, everybody.
Yay, Roxy.
Yeah, keep it going for Jack Pearson. That was fun. All right, Jack. Now your summer vacation can finally start. That was great. Thank you so much. Okay. Coming up next for you, we have a comedian who is based in D.C. by way of Richmond, Virginia. He is the host of the Dead Dad Comedy Podcast. It's the Dead Dad Comedy Podcast. I wonder if my dad's there. Anyway, please help me welcome Winston Hodges.
Yay. Oh, my goodness. There we go. Now I'm spotlighted, and I can go back to gallery view, and I can set the timer. And this is awesome. This is great. I love it so much. All right. Stacy, thank you so much for turning the camera on. Oh, my God. Thank you, Stacy. You didn't have to do that. No one else did. But thank you for doing it. It is greatly appreciated. I'm talking to you, ma'am. I'm talking to the only person that's watching the show from, I don't know, the back room at a bail bondsman place. Holy shit. I like it right there. I love it. Is where you, is it close to the back of a pawn shop? That was the next guest. Do you do repo?
Bail bondsman is closer.
What is it? What do we got? What do you do, Stacy?
I'm a lawyer.
Holy shit. Oh my God. A lawyer? I like it. What type of law do you practice, Stacy?
Prisoners' civil rights.
Okay. Are you good? I don't know.
I'm
I could
the
just.
only one, so
You're the only one?
doesn't matter if I'm good or not.
That's all right. Well, you shouldn't say that on the internet there, Stacy. This is on Facebook. I think George is paying. Yeah, George is. This is. Oh my God, that's not good. Holy shit! It's just like, hey, coming to you live on Facebook, Stacy, with a ringing endorsement of her business. It's like, quite frankly, I'm the only one. If you don't like it, you're fucked. All right, deal with it. I've already got your goddamn money. So let's go down to Stacy. Is it Chef? Am I pronouncing it? All right, Stacy Chef, attorney at law. Is that what they call it? I don't really know. I watch a lot of TV. All the lawyers I know are Southern gentlemen that are defense attorneys on the television. That's it.
So right here. Here's one we prepared earlier.
Oh, what do we got? All right, we don't get to say gentleman with a T-shirt like that, Stacy. That's not how being a gentleman works. That's a client. And so,
from a client, I think I have in my friend circle.
the closest thing you have to. I like it. We need a TV show about you, Stacy. I would watch that. Put that on A&E. Have you right after Chum Lee on the Pawn Stars there, and be like, I like it. Yeah, look like you guys share the same office. So I'll tell you what, it'd be pretty fucking great. Oh my, where are you based out of, Stacy? Where do you practice law?
Tucson, Arizona.
Oh, so you're in Tucson. Okay, that's crazy. What's the law like out there?
There's not a lot of respect for the law out here.
Is that is Tucson where the Arpaio guy is, or is that where's that?
Phoenix.
That's Phoenix. I just assumed. I didn't know.
All cops are bad. So
all cops are bad. I like that. Now that's a better ringing endorsement for your thing, other than I'm the best you fucking got. Tucson, Arizona. I like it. It's just, that should be your slogan. It's like, you got arrested in Tucson. This is what you fucking get. All right. Stacy Chef. I like that. That's cool. Well, it's nice to meet a super well-educated lady on the show. The law. All right, I'll do this. I wasn't going to do this joke, but you're a lawyer. So like, I have to do it because it involves the law. So I had a friend, Stacy, when the whole Kavanaugh situation was going on with the Supreme Court, like when all the fucked up shit he did. I had a friend tell me that, Winston, I could never be on the Supreme Court because of all this Me Too shit. And I was like, wow, that's crazy, Derek, because I could never be on the Supreme Court because I have no education. That is actually that's where my qualifications end. It's like right now I have no fear, Stacy, that I will ever be accused of sexual assault, okay? But I live in fear every day that my ex-girlfriend will log onto a Zoom show and be like, hey, Winston, do you want to tell everybody in the room how you think the word crayon is pronounced crown? Do you want to do that to everybody? Or I don't know, Winston, do you want to tell? Yeah, it's pretty bad, right? It's the good old color and crown is what you want to do. It's crazy. It's like, or I don't know, Winston, maybe you want to inform everybody how up until you were 26, you just thought everybody sang happy birthday to Jesus on Christmas. Do you want to do that? How you thought that was a holiday? I thought that was a holiday tradition, Stacy, that everybody did. I thought until I was in my mid-20s that was just part of Christmas because my parents were crazy and they didn't let me go outside. Here's how I found out, Stacey. I found out that not everyone does that. When I spent my first Christmas away from home with an ex-girlfriend, and we're at her place for Christmas, and then at 8 p.m. I just looked at my watch and was like, when the fuck are we singing this song? Like, this is the worst Christmas ever. I'm a Baptist, all right? We knock that shit out at 11 a.m. and then we have lunch. Is this a Catholic thing? Do Catholics do this? You got no respect for the Lord. Don't like. Why don't we sing Happy Birthday, Stacey? Why is that not a tradition? What do you think? We got a fucking leaf that you're allowed to make out under, and you can't sing fucking Happy Birthday to this fella?
Well, I mean, what do you say, Jesus? Because he didn't or do you say God?
The song's trademark.
I say Jesus.
Son of God, or like the Holy Ghost, or aren't they all like part of the same thing? So it's like if it's one birthday, it's got to be all three birthdays. So can't leave the other.
Do you not know more than one person that has the same birthday, Stacey?
They're all one person.
We just say all y'all. All right, we just say happy birthday, all y'all. Happy birthday to y'all. See, it's pretty good. You got to get that word out. I don't know if you got y'all in the West, but it's making its way from the Southeast, and we're doing pretty good with it. It's a pretty good word. You fill in a lot of blanks. But why don't we do it? It's like, do you understand that, like, how disrespectful it is that we don't do that? Jesus Christ could celebrate his birthday at a Shoney's, and he would get more respect. Because they will sing to you, whether it's your birthday or not. You can just tell them. They don't check IDs at the Shoney's. It's also, like, the only birthday where, like, it's his birthday, but everybody else gets gifts. That's a very rude situation. Like, Stacey, I don't know about you. I would lose my fucking mind if it was my birthday and I invited all y'all to my house for the party and you all brought gifts and I was just like, hey, Yash, what did you bring me for my birthday? And you're like, I don't know, a couple nails? Get on the cross, asshole. Start fucking dying for these sins, all right? Clean these sins away. Let's do that. Oh, my gosh. You're in the middle of a big case right now, Stacey? Is it several pretty big ones? I know you can't tell me.
I can't actually. A couple of them been in the
Holy
media.
shit! I know nothing about the law. You're just like, it doesn't fucking matter. Here's a social security number. He's not going to need it where he's going. So they've been in the news. What do you got going on, Stacey?
You're confused here. You're thinking I'm a criminal defense attorney, but I'm not. After they go to prison, if they get beat up, or they get, like denied medical care or something like that, then I'm the one that represents. Okay.
See, now you're confused that you think I'm well educated enough to ever know that there's a difference between those two types of law. I just hear lawyer and defense. So once they're already in jail, then yeah, your slogan makes more sense. That makes perfect sense. This is what you get. And so what's the case that's in the news? That sounds exciting.
So it's a case of a prisoner who is from Hawaii, who was in the state in a private prison, and he actually got raped by a female guard.
What?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I'm like pretty sure that I have seen videos like that on YouPorn. I'm not gonna lie to you right now. That just sounds like the absolute premise for a lot of pornos that I've seen on the internet. I was just like, you could go. I think, all right, gosh, go type in female guard rapes male prisoner and tell me what you get, and tell me how many of those videos you're in. That's crazy though. Well, hopefully that's horrific. Like
like, haha, a man got raped by a woman, haha. But really, it's like a woman with all the power over his life.
Yeah, no, I totally understand. I agree with you. Women shouldn't be in power. But I'm on board with you right now. You give a woman a taste of power, and then you find out that give women power, and you find out it's not just men that rape. All right, holy shit. Holy shit. I agree. You heard it first from attorney Stacey Sheff. Women shouldn't be in charge. Put that one right underneath. Holy shit. I'm just giving you a hard time, Stacey. That's super impressive. Hopefully you fucking, I don't even know is it a civil case? Will he get money from it, or is it to get his sentence commuted, or what is the game plan with this?
money.
It's just money, so he's still got to be there. Holy shit, that is fucking. The law is crazy. Well, hopefully you get him a shitload of money. Hopefully, can you tell me what you're suing for, money wise, or is that like not?
No, I can't. We don't have a number yet.
Okay. I thought you were going to tell me, no, that's confidential. I was like, you just told me your client was raped by a lady. And it's like, we can't talk about money. It's rude. Not going to do this. This is fun. All right, I just got the light, so I'll do a couple jokes and get out of here because we got a very funny headliner tonight, Stacy. So she's very funny. Jack was very funny. Roxy's very funny. I'm guessing you're here because you know Roxy from her time in the Slammer. You met her when she was in the fucking Clink. I love it. Holy shit. I'm like, Roxy, I didn't know you were a prison guard. All right, folks. Holy shit. Oh, my God. You doing all right, Amanda Laporte? You doing okay? Hell yeah. All right. Let's do this joke. It's on the other hand. I got a Fitbit because I'm out of shape, and I've been told that that's what you got to do to fix it. My Fitbit tracks like my sleep. I have a sleep tracker on my Fitbit, Stacy. I don't know if you know that they do that, but it's pretty crazy to spend $150 on a piece of technology just so it can tell you don't know how to fucking sleep at all. Do you know how insane that is? That I got a piece of technology that's like, hey, Winston, you know that thing that just happens to people when they stay up long enough? You're fucking bad at it. You're not good at sleeping. It gives you a numbered score. I am failing sleep. I have an F in sleep right now on a 10 fucking point scale. All right. I have a 50 force. Like I wake up from the night and my girlfriend's just like, how did you sleep? And I'm like, I made a couple mistakes. Apparently I didn't do so great. It's like, which is nuts because I cheated off of you. I thought that was what we were supposed to do. I don't know, man. My girlfriend bought it for me. She bought the Fitbit for me, and it was really sweet. She goes, Winston, I just want you to know how heavily invested I am in your well-being. And I was like, I wish you had used any word other than heavily. I feel like that was not necessary. Like, I don't even think we needed an adverb. You could have just said invested, and I think I would have gotten the point. When we went to get it together, and the lady we were buying it from was like, Winston, you know what Fitbit is short for, right? And I'm like, no, what is Fitbit short for? She goes, it's short for fitness, bitch. And then I killed her. I killed that woman in that Target. She did that to me. That's illegal. You shouldn't be able to do that to me. So when I get locked up, I'm going to need Stacey Shep to look out for me. But this is great. A great rest of the show. George, thanks for having me. Roxy, thank you so much for hosting. Great set, Jack. And Leslie's going to kill it. Thanks, guys.
Hell yeah. Keep it going for Winston Hodges. That was super funny, man. Thank you so much. And don't you love the way he's like, I don't know anything about the law. And then he's like, so is he going to get his sentence commuted, or is he getting like remuneration, or like what's exactly? Yeah. He's got a doctorate, and it's on the other wall. We just can't see it. That was fucking great. Give it up one more time for Winston Hodges. Super funny, man. Okay. Also, I work for Stacy. There's that. So that's why she was here tonight. Okay. Your final comic coming to the stage. Let's see. I've known her for a while. She is one of the first people I met when I started doing comedy. I've always thought she was piss your pants funny. Currently, she's co-producing a very limited live audience show with a Facebook stream, and it's called Live on Brill. Very limited, very, all social distant and all that, but pretty cool. And she's got a podcast called Romantic Roommates, and that's going to be dropping soon. She's a regular at my show, Comedy at the Wench, headliner for the Cat Show that we do. I just think she's fantastic. Please help me welcome right now to this stage, Leslie Barton.
Woo! Woo, woo,
Thank
yeah.
you. That's so kind of you. Thank you so much, Roxy. What a great time. George, the two guys that were doing crowd work with people who thought they were safe in their homes. Nice. Tell me, how do I get a law degree? Quick, I've only got 4.5 minutes. Yeah. Anyway, good times. Glad to be here. Happy pandemic day, everyone. You know, hey, two dinosaurs walked into a bar and one said to the other, "You want to know what the real La Brea tar pit is?" And the other one said, "What?" The first one said, "Marriage." Thanks. I use that at the children's hospital. They think I'm hilarious. I like that. Burn victims. Hey, you know what? I keep getting mistaken for a homeless lady. It's like you can't even just sit at the bus stop anymore and like a bridesmaid dress, drinking a 40 and a shoes on. Jeez. Sharing it. Cops are like, "Move along, lady." All right, this is very hot. I keep it at like 78 at my house. I'm lying. I keep it at 81. But that's because I've got a boyfriend who's also a roommate. Unless we're not having sex, then he's just a roommate. If he's just a roommate, he's mowing the lawn. But if he's paying his rent, he's mowing the lawn. All right. That's all right. That's all right. I've been this pandemic. I've been doing as much. I've been culturally appropriating as much as I can. So I'm culturally appropriating Bratz dolls. Is what I'm doing. The wasp one. I'm the wasp going to law school Bratz doll. Actually, I just got AOC. Never mind. So good for me. Good for me. Hey man, if I'd known I was going to start comedy in my 40s, I would have tried harder at stripping in my 20s. But now when I go to open strip mic night, they're like, "Okay, coming to the stage, Silverback." And I walk out, "Oh, oh, oh." shaking my moneymaker. Jesus. Lord. Hey, has anybody here ever been so high that you used your electric toothbrush like a regular toothbrush? And then halfway through you turned it on? And then you thought you invented something? Oh my God, it was so high. Did I just invent how to brush your teeth better? Yeah, it's cool. Someone told me I look like the oldest Hot Topic manager. Yes, you two can have this, ladies. Where's my 30-year-olds in the crowd? Don't raise your hand. You're at work. It's cool. 30-year-olds. I tell you what, ladies, it's like I'm so old. I'm from your future. So, yeah, what's your favorite band? Well, you're going to be seeing them at the fair in about 30 years. So, hold on to that t-shirt because if you like that hairline, because it's going to. Ladies, take a look at the guy next to you. You in your 30s? Well, he's not going to be there in your 40s. From the future. Ha ha, like a magic 8-ball. Only that's all I do is 8 balls. Then I tell you your future. So, hey, my boyfriend has ADD, which he's always doing drugs. Fine. No, he's fine. Actually, when I wrote that joke, I wrote it on a note card, and I wrote down, "My boyfriend has AAD because I'm dyslexic." And like 2 weeks later, he looks down at the note card on the table and he goes, "This says my boyfriend has AAD." Like I'm the stupid one. He was beaten as a child. I'm like a cakewalk. But one thing I like about a guy with ADD is that he's always leaving me love notes around the house. I found one the other day. It said, "I love Leslie." And then I found another one that said, "Biscuit is a dog." I found another one. "Make sure to lock the back door." So sweet. Hey man, this pandemic gave me PTSD. Why does everyone look like my last 14 abortion doctors? Fucking pass the ERA already. I'm going to use it as a form of birth control, even if I don't have to. You know, I'm going to get a lot more. I'm telling you this right now. I'm going to get a lot more plastic surgery before I die, because as an atheist and someone who doesn't believe in reincarnation, but I believe in recycling. So, the more silicone I get inside me, the more likely I'm going to be able to come back as Pamela Anderson's bicycle seat, or a pair of cool skateboard wheels, or even, you know what, my nephew's hearing aids when he gets old. Anything. That's what I'm going to come back as. And I hate New York coffee cup. That's what I want to be when I grow up. You know, my mother was it's probably my mom's fault, I'm sure of it. She used to dress me up. She was a pretty heavy smoker growing up. And she used to dress me up as an ashtray, and we'd go Halloween candy shopping, as she called it, for her candy. Anyway, I'm not saying that my mother ever duct taped a ashtray to the top of my head, but I'm not saying she didn't. That's where I get my good posture from. I just always had an ashtray. She'd make me walk across the room with an ashtray. I did that in case my aunt was listening. That's my mother's sister. She's the one of two women still alive in my family. Death is among us, people. Hey, but anyway, to lighten the mood, I met my boyfriend's two ex-wives, and I really think I'm questioning his standards. I got a lot of room to grow, if you know what I mean. You know what? I was vegan for... This guy knows. He's like, Jesus Christ. I was vegan for a really long time. I was vegan for so long that semen started to taste like bacon. So, you know how hard it is to find a guy to jerk off on your lettuce tomato sandwich? It's pretty hard. But like a nice guy. You don't want just any rando. Jesus. Gross. I don't know. Anybody that are vegan? Oh, I don't care. Hey, guess what? There I was at work. Maybe you can relate, lady working in the law office. Somebody came up to me and she was like, hey, I want to invite you to my crafting party. And I misunderstood her. And I said, which crafting? She misunderstood me. And she said, oh, all levels. I'm working on a cross stitch. And I said, well, I want to go to this cross-stitching cross party. So went and bought a dozen black candles. And then I dug up my neighbor's cat. And then I squeezed out a vial of my own blood. And then I went to the party. It turns out they were just really into glitter and decoupage. So I made a keychain for Satan.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if he hung out with the devil much, but he's always losing his keys. Oh, kid, try. Don't have a key. So now I'm like, yeah, not today, Satan. Got your keychain, Satan. Where's my BDSM crowd at? I know you're out there. Man, so my boyfriend was hitting me with a whip the other night, and I was like, my name's Coach Kiki. He's like, it's Toby. He's beating me. Good days. But so let me ask you this, you guys. Here's another children's joke. Do you think two gimps ever fell in love from across the dungeon floor? Possibly. Hey, did you guys know that some men get a boner when they die? I think that's an even trade. Oh, you too? Me too. Oh, I did that joke. All right. Hey, you know what? I went to the doctor. My eyes were really dry, so I went to the doctor, and I was like, "Hey, run some tests." I said. So he ran some tests, and it turns out my eyes are really dry because I have something called unsympathetic bitch. So, yeah. Also, that's the same time I found out that I'm a squirter. It's embarrassing in the doctor's office, but he was like, "You've just been pushing your feelings down for so long, down. They're just coming out to your urethra. You're just crying, crying at your cum hole." Right on my cum hole. I'll be selling that at my next few shows. Sorry. Hey, did you hear about the horse? He was eating toast on the freeway. He had heard about the traffic jam. You know what? I'm going to push that joke every chance I get because nobody laughs. But you know who laughs? 9-year-olds laugh at that joke. And if a 9-year-old sees this, then my work is done. Because I don't have any kids, Yeah. Anybody here ever jerked off a fat dude? I know you have. Come on. Raise your hand. Ladies in the law office, that's all you guys do all day. I'll tell you what, there is a certain je ne sais quoi. I get it. Jerking off a fat dude is a lot like seeing a shiny quarter on the beach. You bend over, you're like, ooh, shiny quarter. You bend over and you try and grab it and it slips out of your fingers and digs itself deeper in the sand. So you push your fingers into the sand more, try to grab that shiny quarter. This is all an analogy for penis. Grab that tiny quarter, and the next thing you know, you're up to your elbow in sand and cum. I don't know if that transferred well. Jesus, that kills with drunk people. I know. It's all me. I'm trying to, let's see. What do I got here? Where's my 50-year-olds at? Where's my, anywhere? My 50-year-olds at? There you are. I don't know how it is for guys, but ladies, when you turn 50, turns out that's when your baby boobs fall off and your adult boobs grow in. 3 inches lower. About 10 years from now, my wisdom tits are gonna drop. And I'm gonna be so smart. I'm gonna go out on a date, take off my bra, and the guy's gonna be like, "Oh, you're smarter than I thought you were." Dude, man. Dude. Speaking of, some guy called me Butterface the other day. I was like, "Ooh, that sounds like it comes with lobster." I come with lobster, I said. I come hard with lobster, and then I raped him. It reads different in 2020. I get it. I know. But it's like every time I'm in a toy store and I see a box that says Nutcracker Ballet Barbie, I don't think about the Christmas play. I think about buying that to crack some guy in the nuts with it. You too? Me too. Yeah. All right. That hit hard too. I can tell. All right. I'm going to circle out and make sure I do it a lot more times. And, I'm all for the homosexual agenda. Okay. The fewer blowjobs I got to give, the better. Jesus Christ. Am I right? I'm going to be with my boyfriend. Hey, honey. Love you so much. Listen, Philip here is going to finish you off, and I'm going to go make a sandwich. I silverback my way out of there. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. I got a lot of good ideas. I'm gonna sell my porno and sell my new porno online called Oldilocks and the Three Bears. It's just me and three gay guys. They're on the bed, and I'm at the end of it with a magazine saying, "Oh, do you think this will look good on me? How about this? This good? Shoulder pads?" They're in. They're all like, "Yes, queen," because that's how gay men are in my limited construction of life. I don't know if this is still in the news where everybody else is at, but Canada has developed pornography for blind people. Is it a magazine, you ask? Yes, it's a magazine, but it's got raised images on it so that the blind men can touch the magazine and release themselves upon pleasuring themselves on the braille. Anyway, I feel sorry for, the blind women intimidated by these braille stars. She's gonna go, his blind wife is gonna clean his bathroom and find his copy of Blind Bitches Quarterly, open it up, feel it, and feel herself, and think, I'm hideous. I don't feel anything like this. He doesn't love me. So I feel sorry for her. But I think I understand a blind woman being so mad at her blind husband for cheating on her that she slices off the tip of his finger and throws that out the car window. You feel that, Jerry? That's the ground. I don't want to give anybody any ideas or anything. Hey, it's Zoom. This show is a lot dirtier than I thought it was going to be. Roxy went right out of the gate, like talking about stuff. I know that people do butt sex now. Still, 2020. You're so bored. Everybody does anal now. I don't do butt sex because my asshole has a terrible gag reflex. That's how you do it, ladies. After you've made your sandwich in the kitchen and you come back and he's ready for some anal, just poop on him.
Oh.
Yeah. And you can't get sued for it either, unless it's in the, the prenatural. I don't even know what those are called because I've never signed a contract in my life.
Huh.
And my advice is don't. That's what I say. Never sign a contract because you just never get close enough. And I'm emotionally distant. All right. Anyway, on with my jokes. So, some guy I was dating for a while, and he was all hot to knock me up. He kept saying, "I'm going to put a baby in you. I'm going to put a baby in you. Put a baby in you." And finally, I just brought one home. Go ahead. He couldn't. We tried. We had the shoulder with the head of one of the shoulders in. He was like, "Man, that baby cried." Cried. I mean, don't worry about that baby. The baby's fine. He's living out his full baby life in a ranch in Cucamonga. So I write him every year. Same guy. Wanted jumped out at me one day and he's like, "Call my penis the Badger." And I was like, "Geez, okay." So I did. And then we broke up. And then I looked up badgers, and then I found out what they're famous for: digging out old holes and making them bigger. I felt, yes, that was great. Those were good times. Hey man, anybody here think if you were fucking a French donkey, it would sound like, doesn't sound anything like that. Which is, a shame and something, you just learn a lesson after a while. Life takes crazy turns. I don't know. I saw a Linda Ronstadt cover band in Tucson one time. It was actually Linda Ronstadt, but she's got Alzheimer's, so.
Oh.
What? You don't know. She's fine. She is living out her full Linda Ronstadt life as a Linda Ronstadt cover band artist. Here's my favorite joke. Hey, you want to know why women were uglier back in pioneer days? Because of all the abortions by rooftop. Hey, you'd be ugly too if you had to throw yourself off a house twice a year. And, I know it, but I've got an idea for that joke. That's going to be my milk money. I'm going to take that idea to the Renaissance Fair. I'm going to be the lady by an old cottage, pregnant, throwing myself off the top of a roof 14 times a day. I can't have no more babies. And, and then everybody's like, then all my 14 children will be making leather belts and frying up turkey legs, and then I'll be throwing myself off the roof. It sounds depressing. I guess I'm practicing for my suicide by eating chocolate guns. Ironically, the chocolate just makes me feel better. It's just a bunch of half-eaten chocolate guns around my house. You guys have any kids? No? Yeah, everybody's got kids nowadays. I don't have any kids. I know I said that earlier, but it really works out for me not having kids. But here's the thing, I don't know how to leave a legacy of any kind beyond, trying to push something out of my body and then train it to be just like me. So I figured what I'd do is, I've got my love of art, my intelligence, my beauty, my humor, all of this, and I want to give it to someone else. So what I like to do is I like to go to the duck park and I look for little babies. And when I find them, I hold their stare for 7 seconds. If you can get a baby to look at you for 7 solid seconds, you can impart all of everything you are into that baby. I've seen it done. And that's how I'm going to pass my legacy on. It's only worked with the ducks at the park, though. So I've got there's 28 ducks in my backyard. I've named them all Leslie. 28 backbiting, narcissistic, bipolar, emotionally distant ducks in my backyard. Yeah, that's right. I can make fun of myself. How's that? So much so, I love myself. Listen, I call my vagina Pet Cemetery. Because every time a guy buries his dick in me, he's different. Sure, have a laugh. I don't even miss doing comedy shows. Fuck those joints, man. It's like they're only good for. I like the silent, ugly cry because it still looks like laughing. Go in the back of the comedy club. Just nod my head and think about how much I wanted to kill myself. What are you doing? Yeah, what are you doing? Anybody? So I got my new porno, but so I know everybody wants. Leslie, how do you self-satisfy? Well, it gets boring after a while. So I decided to try something new. Now I meditate, and that's where I masturbate to videos of myself masturbating to videos of myself masturbating to videos. Kind of a chronic Mandelbrother. I'm gonna go see a doctor about my fractal condition. My fractologist. I gotta go see my fractologist. It's cool. Ladies, I don't know if you know how to do this, but sometimes a guy, I'm like, guys are like, hey, so Leslie, how old are you? And I gotta tell him, I am like 3 18-year-olds in bed. There was a lot of, laughing, a lot of crying, and a lot of puking, and hardly any blowjobs. Fine. Fine. I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be fine. I had a date the other night, and then I had some cherries, and then I had a pecan, and then I had another date. Then I had another cherry. Then I had another date, and then I sucked his dick. And I've got a 3-date rule, ladies. 3-date rule. And gentlemen, if you want to come at me with fruit in your pocket, I'm okay with that. Where's my actors at? Oh my God. All right. So you know what? Something else I don't tell you. I do a lot of part of my part-time work is graphic design. And so when I got my design degree, it was a long time ago, and I didn't read the fine print that said when you turn 50, the only font you're allowed to use is Baskerville Old Face. Now, past 2 years, my work has really been suffering. Customers don't like it so much. They're like, is that Baskerville Old Face? And I'm like, oh, no, it's a strike-through outline underline. Thanks. I had a girlfriend go through something recently. She found a lump in her breast, and like in a split second, she completely reevaluated her whole life. And then she took her bra off, and a dinner mat fell out. Immediately called for her attorney to file for divorce. She went through with it. I would like to say that Roxy, were you talking about camel toes earlier?
I was.
You were talking about camel toes.
I was.
I was talking about, here's my act out. That's what it is. I have a note here that says camel toe. I'm wearing my camel toe dress. And then my act out is I'm supposed to pull my dress in front of between my legs like this. I'm a very physical comic. Practically. That's one thing they like to say. Do you guys ever think that maybe Ouija boards are just Tinder for ghosts? Like, Abraham Lincoln is just in the underworld looking for open Ouija boards, and there's like a little girl. She's like, hey, what? And he's like, it's me, Grandma. And she's like, what? Then next thing you know, you're having sex with Abraham Lincoln's ghost. I guess that's where that joke went. Oh, he ghosted me. Also, he ghosted me, and then he ghosted me. Thanks, everybody, because you know what? It's hard because I don't get a chance to do all these jokes all the time. It's like, wow, these are some really terrible jokes. But you know what? It's live TV, so I think that's the best part of it all. Let me see if I can't. I think I've got just a couple more. What have I been up here for, like an hour and a half? This is rivaling like Downton. This is like Downton Abbey over here. I was gonna go. Hold on. I've got this terrible joke about growing a beard, but I'm like, what? You mean your 10-year-old neighbor? You're raising your 10-year-old neighbor to be your beard? What? Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Was that the law firm? They're like, what? My parents raised me. They say that they raised me. I don't know that they really did. They one thing I like about this is I think I'll you know what, I'll tell you this one story, personal story. It's very short. I like the Zoom comedy because it reminds me of my life before comedy. I had a theater downtown, I used to perform theater off Broadway. Well, it was off Broadway. It was a big show. Like, know me now? Okay. Know me now. So, but this is just like it. There I'd be in my black box theater, and I could still hear the sound of the cardboard curtains rolling up. Plywood curtains rolling up, being pulled up, and the light would flash on me, and I'd be nude doing my monologue from Raisin in the Sun. There I'd be, naked Sidney Poitier. What's a man gotta do to get another piece of this pie? 4 more quarters. 4 more quarters. 4 more quarters. Hey, you know who's afraid of my Virginia Woolf? Perverts. That's you. Perverts are afraid of my Virginia Woolf. You know what? I am taking all these fucking laughs and I'm going to rub them all over me later. There is one thing I can leave you with. Let me. Who here uses I just started. I'm in a year. I've had my year. I got a year anniversary. God, get it out, Helen Keller. Jesus, I'm celebrating my year anniversary with my bidet.
Yeah.
It shoots water in your nether regions while you're sitting on the toilet. It's very nice. I can totally understand why that movie Shape of Water won so many awards. There I was. It's like I've had my toilet declared legally self-aware, and me and Benicio del Toilet Face are going to be very happy together. We walked up the steps of the Capitol together. Well, I walked. He was around my neck. I put a ring on it, ladies. So if you had a good time, raise your hand or, hit the table a couple of times. Thank you.
Yeah.
I want to know that you guys had fun. And I don't know, man. I'm running for office. No, that's not even, is that a joke? That's not a joke, but I can leave you with one. Hold on. I think, Roxy, is it my time? I think it's my time.
You did a half, honey. Yeah, that was great.
Wait, I did?
Yeah.
33.
Well, George
Woo.
is great. You are great. Those other 2 yahoos, they were great. I know women are great men now, and we can also forget their names. So, hey, stay safe out there, America, and Button Down Comedy. Check me out and watch Live on Brill every 4th Friday of the month.
Woo!
Yes. Oh, Leslie Barton, one of my favorite comics all around. She is fantastic. Yeah, it's like Campsite Rules with Leslie Barton, right? Like I always feel cleaner after she's left. What else can I tell you about Leslie? She puts the graphic back in graphic design, okay, folks? She is wonderful. Check out Live on Brill. You guys, check it out. I have had so much fun. Please, let's have a huge round of applause for everybody you saw tonight. Leslie Barton, Winston Hodges, Jack Pearson, myself, Roxy Merari. This has been a production of Button Down Comedy. Gio Wagner as your producer, producing this show. He did a great job tonight. Great lineup. If you're so moved, if this, if laughter is your medicine and you have a little bit of insurance here, you can paypal.me/BD Comedy. That's to support this show, or Cash App at Button Down Comedy. Follow Button Down Comedy on Instagram, on Facebook. Look for another show. When's the next show, Gio? Is it every
2
week?
weeks.
In 2 weeks.
Every other week. Yeah.
Every other week. Bi-monthly. It's a very progressive show, you guys.
21st.
21st of this month, August of 2020. I'm pretty sure we're going to have a vaccine by then. So, yeah, this has been so much fun. Gio, thank you for having me host. I would love to come back anytime. You need a spot filled here. You can check out my show, Comedy at the Wench, wenchcomedy.com. And I think that's it. Are there any other announcements I need to take care of?
No, I think we're good.
That's it then. Have a great weekend. Thank you for starting your weekend with us. Stay safe and healthy. Be kind.